All right, so today we're going to get into something that is a trigger word in the financial community, and it is annuities.
Ooh.
Some people love them, some people say to stay away. I have Joe here who's going to get into all the nuances of what annuities are and what you should do if you're looking to learn more about it.
So we're Quantum Insurance Advisors. We help people with their annuities, life, health, Medicare, and ACA needs. We're here to serve, educate, and elevate.
Awesome, let's get into it. So, Joe, annuities. Some people love them, like we said before. Some people say, oh, don't even touch that. What are your thoughts on annuities? And then let's see if we can break down into what they actually are.
So for me, I think annuities, they get a bad name by certain people, but nobody really knows exactly your specific needs.
Sure.
Not everything is a hammer. Not every job deserves a hammer. Not every job deserves just a screwdriver. There's many different things to build a house, to build a foundation. So for me, I think that everybody should look at their specific needs and determine what's best for them.
I think that was a great analogy because what I have down here, they're a tool.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So that's perfect. And it depends on how you use them and if you need to use them.
That's correct, yep.
So if you could break it down simply, maybe just high level so people can really understand what it is. What is an annuity?
An annuity is a contract with a life insurance company to give you income for the rest of your life, or for some people that don't need the income, it's just a place to put your money in a secure place so that way you can gain interest over a time frame or a period of time. Yeah.
So it definitely sounds like it's something that's supposed to be structured around stability.
Yes, that is correct. It's structured around stability and everyone's different needs.
And it's primarily for those who are looking to retire, right? That's what it's for.
Basically, it is basically more for people that are about to retire. Obviously, being a 30-year-old, I don't think an annuity makes sense for them.
Yeah. Do you think there's nuances of like maybe somebody who, I don't know, got into like a serious situation health-wise? Maybe annuity can help supplement, or is that more retirement?
I think it's more retirement. Now, annuities do have different benefits where you can add different riders, whether it's a long-term rider where you can add to it, which a lot of people can look into it, where they'll say, hey, if you put $200,000 into this annuity, we'll have a long-term care rider that doubles or triples your amount that you entered. So that way it can cover you and your spouse for long-term care.
Got it. Awesome. So there are different types of annuities. I don't know how many there are, but can you break down the different types, like fixed or variable types of annuities?
So there are different types of annuities, some that invest into the market and give you a percentage back. Then there's fixed ones that are based off of an interest rate. They'll give you an interest rate that you'll get on your whatever you've entered into your account.
Got it. Okay. And why do annuities get such a bad rap?
Annuities get a bad rap because there's always that group of people that say if you just invested in the market, you'll get this percentage of income. But the market is not always, has their ups and downs, so it's not stable. And once you're retired, and for some people their risk levels are not the same once they retire. When you're 20, 30, 40 years old, you still have time on your side. So if the market crashes but it comes back up, you have time to ride that wave. But once you're 65, 70, you're just looking for consistency is what the biggest word that I hear from seniors. They're looking for stability. They want to make sure that their income is steady, that they're not worried about, did I just lose 20% of today? Did I lose 30%? Did the market crash? They're always looking at the news. They're saying, no, I don't have time for that. I'm too worried about that. I just want to make sure that we're good. You know, it's interesting. I actually know a gentleman that he was always investing, always looking into the stock market and things like that. But once he got older, those investments, he's like, I don't want to invest. My lifestyle is good at this point. I want to make sure it's easy, it's simple. They're looking, so it's okay to look for that. A lot of people, when they talk about annuities, they're thinking about, oh, the insurance company's making this much, that much. Don't worry about what they're making. Just worry about your life and where you're at.
It sounds like when you're dealing with the market, that's more risk.
That's correct. It's riskier.
And which is fine. There's different stages of life.
That's correct.
You want to do that.
You want to assume the risk.
Right. But annuities is more for a stable structure.
Absolutely.
Help get you through.
Absolutely. That's correct. Yeah.
Awesome. And I've heard a lot though that a lot of times people get frustrated with annuities because they actually don't get explained properly, which is the whole point of this video. How does your team differ? Like, what does your team do to make sure that when they're sitting down with somebody who's looking into this solution, they walk away with a peace of mind?
Well, our team looks at it a holistic view, because obviously we just don't do annuities. We're also talking to you about your Social Security. We're talking about your Medicare. And depending on all your income and stuff like that, they could affect your IRMAA, which is your Part B premiums.
That's good.
It also affects all those different things. And so we're looking at you completely holistically and saying, what works best for this person? Is it delaying? Is it moving their annuity this way, doing this, so that way it doesn't affect taxes? Drawing X amount of dollars from your annuity, so that way it doesn't affect your Part B premiums. So we do a little, we're looking at it more from that aspect to make sure that you're not affected by any penalties that Social Security could provide.
That's awesome, yeah, because I know sometimes people will be just selling one tool, and then they don't really consider everything else that it might impact.
That is correct, yeah.
The team looks at the whole picture,
Yep.
which is great. So if somebody's interested in looking into an annuity or learning more about it, what should they do?
So if you're interested in an annuity, give us a call. We're here to help, serve, educate, and elevate. That is always our main goal. We are always looking to educate ourselves, so that way we're better serving you, and then hopefully by that we can elevate you as well.
Awesome. Well, that is really good. I know your whole thing is educate, so having a strategy with these types of things are essential. If you found value in this video, if you learned something about annuities, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share with somebody who could benefit from this information. And we will see you in the next video.